Oh fuck, I'm in a cutscene, I'm wearing this dumb armor. Oh my god, I'm stupid.
My dearest friends.
Oh no.
Praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Pippin.
Pippin! My son! And Master Papashan besides!
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You!
Who the fuck? Oh, that's the other person who they didn't say a word for, like, all of A Realm Reborn.
It was I who arranged this gathering.
How's the Sultana alive?
And judging by your perplexed expression,
Dulala.
it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young lady, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
That's true. Yeah.
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish.
Can we get
The
can we
truth
clean up
is not as you
the general,
imagine it.
please?
You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji.
Wait a minute.
'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
Oh my god. Everyone's fucking plotting shit.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
So she was poisoned, but not like a deadly amount?
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Okay, where is she?
Nanamo.
Who has her then?
I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something.
So Lolorito was on our side,
And though
kinda.
one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information, and arranged this gathering.
Okay.
I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue her grace, and take your place at her side once more, for her sake, and that of our nation.
Hey, Baron. Good to have you back. So, let me get this right. Teleji was going to kill, Sultana. Lolorito caught word of it, and got the handmaiden to switch the poison with a lesser potent Drapha poison, so that she would appear dead, but wasn't dead. Then... So Ilberd just lied about that to try to get Roban to fight him, I think. I think you're right about that, Baron. Like, he must have just said it that way to get him to fight. But then also he wouldn't let us see the body, I guess because he didn't want anyone to notice the poison. Or, I don't know why he wouldn't let anyone go see the body, other than just be aggressive for no reason. So with Teleji eliminated, that's more power for Lolorito. And Lolorito has the Sultana somewhere. I think that's what I'm getting at with all this. So... I'm just making sure I got so confused. And then she's like stepping up, being like, I'm giving you this information right now. So we gotta go rescue the princess. And okay. I'm just trying to sort out the whole ongoings. Hey, Gannery. Nice to see ya. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. So you got a Super Meat Boy emoji. Or emote. I did not play a lot of Super Meat Boy. I played a little bit of it. But I was more of a Binding Isaac guy. I would not count on the Prioress Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved most prescient. Which remains must be done. But in rescuing Roban, we have taken a vital first step towards resolving matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, Lohse. Thank you. Okay, which one of these is for, tanking? I think fending. Just one for tanking. Galbreak, I think. Yeah, that was a lot of, information there. Nimson level 50 quest in Ishka for experience, since didn't do them when I first got here, and I've arrived in an area I didn't know existed. I found out a thing. What thing did you find out? Alright, I was distracted by a call on his link pearl. Taru. Yes, General Roban is in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well, we shall return at once. Pray, notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Drevalians are preparing to resume their siege of the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Tarupin and others to investigate, and return with all haste to Ishgard. Ugh, fucking Dravanians can't give us a goddamn break. I'm in some kind of sandy area arena. I did not know it was here. Oh, I think I know what quest you're talking about. It's the, one where you're with the Chocobo rider, where, like, you're trying to find the apprentice. Because I did that one, and I was like, oh, that's cool, there's an arena back here. And someone else in chat said they never knew that arena was there. Yeah. What's up, Tataru? Let's see what the Count has to say. Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Roban short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Hoshafon was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting inside, so you better head in. Some shit's happening. Oh boy. Oh fuck, I hope I had on voice acting. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. I'm sure you are now aware the Dravanians are at once gathering for war. Monsieur Charter, Master Louvier, I must apologize for this abrupt summonings, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. When the observatorium's bell tolls, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, it's a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons, big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When you first came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. I cannot ensure your safety here. I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. This is just Peace being polite, but he desperately needs the help. Signs of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice: to remain and besiege Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. How many dragons will take the dark in the midday sky, do you think? 1,000 or more? Too many, is that right? I confess, I know not where else you might seek sanctuary, but few places like are be perilous than a city under siege. The observatorium's bells have tolled. Either flee this place or make ready for war. Coming to the Horde. The coming of the Horde spells ruin for Ishgard, but her knights shall fight to the last to shield her citizens from harm. Man, they're attacking like so often nowadays, it seems like. What do you think, Tataru? What will become of this place and us? Oh. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more, the Horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more, her wearied defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we're to shine in the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Los? I'll stay and fight. What was that? I'm not gonna do that. No, we're gonna fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in the hour of need. Oh wait, let me see what this one says. Is that your answer by the 12? How could you? Oh wait, mayhaps remaining city we're not. No, I would say it like that. I was deliberating how best to proceed. Oh shit, my Praetorium got me a Garrus von Balsar card for triple trad. Such devastation. I did not you get his card. Ooh. Choice we made this day may have grave implications for our order. It's only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let's meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Okay. Yeah, Tataru should have a say too. That's fair. We'll become this. Yeah, same thing. Gotcha. Okay.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
Iceheart, right? Iceheart? Maybe? Iceheart?
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
But how?
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Oh, I finally get to hear his voice?
Estinian.
You guys ever see that that clip going around where like Instinian pops up and then like it's like his name pops out like in this like bold typeface and he goes, Instinian, the Azure Dragoon! And there's like a guitar riff kind of goes off. It's pretty funny.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
Listen, you should give me that eye. I don't trust you with that eye.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon.
Ishgardian
However,
Batman is here.
I should
Dragoon
only
Batman.
turn to your alarms if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
I don't trust Instinian. I don't.
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise.
My friend had a point. Said Instinian is fully dressed in armor, yet he looks slutty.
A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
I'm glad to be of service. You ever see how to kill a dragon that one time?
Yeah. This edgy Shadow the Hedgehog looking bastard. Yeah, I know I am. He's like, oh, like I have the eye. Ooh. And he fucking went power drunk and like tried to kill his dad and stuff like that. I don't trust him. We have chosen a difficult road. Yet, should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Amric will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask you to remain here at Fortomp Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him the signs of the Seventh Dawn. We mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! I just noticed Alphinaud's dumb shoes. I don't like his shoes. Where did we walk? Okay, we walked there. So, forgot that. Gotcha. Excuse me, Alfie, am I not good enough? Yeah, no, he's walking around with the armor. I'm not wearing the armor. I put that armor aside because it's got nothing but a midriff. God, I wish I could have abs. It'd be cool if I could have abs in this game. We'll speak with the Lord Commander. Pray, make it quick. 100% the shoes you can buy from the gold saucer labeled Ishgardian shoes.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins.
Seeing as that one kid in like high school that like never grew out of his edgy phase.
I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
So he's kinda gone from, like, I want to kill all dragons to trying to find some peace to it, I guess, since the eye is gonna influence
Their proposal does not inspire
No.
confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm.
I have 2 titles. I'll have you know that, Sir Amric.
I must admit, the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Alright, cool. We didn't tell him anything, so that's good. We don't want him to be branded heretic and then them to go all fucking crazy and try to kill him. He's so stupid if they did that. But they would. I will say this for your plan. It has made keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. He seems like he's not very down with the church anymore. Or anything like that, or never was. Having secured Sir Emric's support, we may proceed by the fear of preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say that we can afford to dither. History tells us the Divines will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you're ready, Insidian, let us be about our task. No, don't put me to cutscene, please. I don't want to be wearing a tin can. Ooh, I like the look of this place.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
It's gonna be like a power joke between him and Sir Amric, isn't it?
The dragons are coming. Let them come.
I love his voice.
In their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
Oh, so it's deception. Okay, so... Gotcha.
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution.
Okay. I thought for a moment they were just gonna, like, bend the knee immediately to the Ascians if they helped.
We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
There's some plotting going on here I don't like. Hello? Hi?
For the glory of King Thordan.
Whoa, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?